He told me he would likely pass away before his mother. He asked if I would look after her if he died. I told him not to worry. As long as I am alive, you will always have a seat at my table. He was born with a congenital heart defect, which is quite rare. Then, during his third year of university, he was diagnosed with mental illness. Jiang Wei was actually a part of my very first class of undergraduate students. When he was a sophomore, I had just finished my master's at the Central Academy of Fine Arts and started teaching at Beihang University. I became his personal tutor, and that's how our bond began. Back then, I could tell he wasn't like the other students. His family was extremely poor, yet he was obsessed with one thing: I want to be an artist. I remember taking him on a field trip to Dunhuang to paint. On the train, he wouldn't let me sleep. He kept pestering me, asking, "Can you teach me contemporary art? I want to be an artist." At the time, I tried to talk him out of it. I said, "Forget being an artist for now, just graduate and find a job." I told him that given his family's situation, he needed to survive first. He listened to me and went into design. Despite his illness, he never stopped painting. He'd use his weekends or any tiny bit of spare time after work. Every 2 or 3 months, he would bring his new work to show me. In those days, his work wasn't as mature or impactful as it is now. I started buying his paintings on purpose, partly to help him out financially and partly to keep him going. He never let me down. He just kept at it. He kept going until the pandemic hit. After his father passed away, his schizophrenia relapsed. The side effects of his long-term medication caused his neck to lock up. He couldn't look down anymore. He lost his job because of it. No company wants a designer who can't look at a screen. Once he was let go, finding another job was impossible. During the lockdowns, he called me and said, "Professor Lai, I can't hold on any longer." I tried introducing him to some agents and galleries. I knew as an artist myself, but they didn't really understand him. They didn't have the bond that we share, a kind of a natural, predestined connection I felt since the beginning. I told him, "Don't worry, I will buy your paintings so you don't have to stress about surviving." I told him that every month when I got my salary, he would get his salary from me too. I wanted him to have a safety net so his anxiety wouldn't worsen his condition. At the time, you could hear the instability in his voice. He was incredibly agitated. I told him his priority was to see his doctor and adjust his meds. He owes so much to Dr. Gan at Peking University 6 Hospital, who has treated him for 20 years. Dr. Gan is from the same hometown, and even during the worst of the pandemic, he bought Jiang Wei's paintings just to support him. Imagine even his doctor was doing that for him. So as his teacher, I told him, "It's okay, I'll take care of your work for the rest of your life. Even if no one else ever buys a single piece, I will." He said something that deeply moved me. He told me that after his parents, I am the person he trusts most. Whenever he hits rock bottom, I'm the first person he thinks of, his last lifeline. Because of his poor health, he feared he'd die before his mother, and he asked me to look after her if he died. I told him, "You have my word." I promised him that even if the rest of the world turned its back on him, I would always be his safety net. I'll say it here for everyone to hear: as long as I'm breathing, you'll never go hungry or lack the money for paint and canvas. Since then, his mental and physical health has steadily improved. He once told me he was terrified that he wasn't a prize horse and that he'd fail me as his talent scout. He didn't want to bring me down. I told him not to worry. I don't see myself as a talent scout. In China, we have a beautiful concept called zhiyin, a soul listener who truly understands your music. It's about mutual trust and genuine care. The fact that he could entrust his mother's future to me isn't a burden, it's a massive honor. To be needed like that during someone's darkest hour is a rare gift. It gives me a great sense of fulfillment to be so deeply trusted. Kindness is a two-way street. Whether you call it destiny or deep affection, we are both mentor and friend to each other.
I lose my way, and it's not too long before you point it out. I can't